The government has spent over $2.2 billion to date on COVID-19 vaccines for the nation. Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony provided this information to the 30th sitting of the National Assembly on Tuesday. Dr. Anthony provided a written response to a question on the matter posed by opposition MP Dr. Karen Cummins. Several other questions were similarly submitted and answered in written form. The first bill to be introduced was the Petroleum Exploration and Production Amendment Bill 2021, coming up for its first reading. The bill seeks to amend Section 52 of the Petroleum Exploration and Production Act, Chapter 6504, which deals with restrictions on rights of licensees and surface rights. This will allow the minister to grant permission to the licensee to land, install or operate any pipelines or submarine, fiber optic cable or terrestrial cables, or similar infrastructure on or through the said land. The minister would also require the licensee to maintain, inspect, repair, or renew such infrastructure. The explanatory memorandum of the bill states that it ensures the government has oversight over the exercise of the licensee's rights over private land. The process to acquire a birth certificate is now easier with the passage of the Registration of Births and Deaths Amendment Bill 2021 in the National Assembly. The bill was read for a second and third and final time by Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben.
Sometimes the process and the system works against people in the interior communities, particularly people who we have to acknowledge are the first people of Guyana, and who, by every means necessary, should obtain a birth certificate.
Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Senior Counsel Mohaber Anil Nandlal says the amendment to the bill is government satisfying Guyana's duties on the treaties the country has signed at the level of the United Nations.
What we are doing here, Mr. Speaker, we have a duty to do. This bill, Mr. Speaker, must be situated and predicated into that context. Nobody at the Attorney General office sat down with any sinister motive and devised a compendium of provisions and bring them to this house. What we are doing here is to give effect to Guyana's international obligations, which we are all required to do. And that is why I read from the Constitution. It binds the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary, and every other organ of state to do what we are doing here.
Meanwhile, the adoption of Children Amendment Bill 2021 has also been passed in the National Assembly. Before its passage, Minister of Human Services and Social Security Dr. Vindhya Prasad said the amended bill will help to avoid legal and administrative conflicts in adoptions.
The amendment of this bill will allow the establishment of common practice and procedures that will harmonize the individualized regime which governs our country's inter-country adoption with other countries that are party to the Hague Convention.